To Liz, Tina, Dean and families, I acknowledge you all today and extend my love as you say goodbye to Bernie. I met Bern over 50 years ago when I was dating his younger brother Arthur. Bern was always a very warm, welcoming man. He was a very loyal and loving husband, son, brother, father, grandfather and uncle. Bern had an amazing crooner voice. I loved listening to him singing and playing his guitar. Bern was a good dancer, as was Liz. When they danced together, Bern sometimes would sing along with a tune and sing sweet endearments or whisper something in Lizzie's ear. And you would hear Lizzie exclaim, "Oh, Bernie!" and she'd tap him on the shoulder. Bern would chuckle, Liz giggle. It was funny to see. Summer holidays and during the Raw, usually in April, you would see Bern and Liz, Bern's father, brothers and friends load up their vehicles and trailers and head out to the bush on a hunting trip. Bern was passionate about his deer hunting and was very skilled at it. He loved being in the bush. The camaraderie of sitting around the campfire at night, the men recounting their day's hunt, sometimes with some funny anecdote or teasing, or they would reminisce about other hunting trips. It was rather special. Bern and Liz moved a few times over the years when they moved from Auckland to Matata and built a new home. Our two families saw quite a lot of each other at this time, and our three children, Sean, Joanna and Cheryl, loved spending time with Uncle Bern, Auntie Liz, Tina and Dean. Bern and Liz moved to Townsville when Tina was around 12 and Dean about 8, and joined his mother and Ken and his family. Here they built a lovely home at Black River and lived there for a number of years. Bern and Liz moved back to New Zealand and lived in Kawerau. Once again they were able to go on hunting trips with their friends, visit with us and our family, as well as Liz's sisters and brother-in-laws, Bevan, Bruce, Eileen and Colin, as well as their nieces. And I know Sarah, Lizzie's niece, loved having them back. Whilst they lived in Kawerau, Dean celebrated his 30th birthday, and we had a very special night with him and Julie. During their time back in New Zealand, Tina and Stephen brought their family for a holiday. This was great because all the cousins were able to reunite. On one of our last bush trips together, I have a photo of Bernie kneeling in the grass with Liz holding a tomahawk axe as though she was knighting him. Bern was known as His Royal Highness, and this title was used when he answered the phone, saying, "His Royal Highness speaking," or Bern would remind you cheekily when visiting him of whom we were talking to. I think he even had a coffee mug with HRH written on it. Bern loved his cups of tea. He was forever wanting a new brew. Bern was a proper sweet tooth. Liz spoilt him, making him homemade cakes and biscuits to go with his cuppa. There was always a stash of lollies or roasted peanuts on hand as well. Bern and Liz moved back to Townsville and had a nice new home installed on Tina and Stephen's property, where they have shared many happy times, especially being with their grandchildren again. I know Bern so enjoyed teaching his grandsons how to play guitar. Together, Bern and Liz made a warm, safe environment filled with love, laughter and music. I have many cherished memories, as I am sure you all do too. I know Bern was very proud of all his family and loved you all to bits. So thank you, Bern, for all the neat times we've shared and for making our lives all the richer because you were in it. Goodbye, my old hunting mate.